Hi, my name's Josh. I decided to do a video of our recent hunt down at Therapy Pines in Pittsburg, Texas. Just kind of want to give everybody an idea what it's like to hunt there and some of the success that we had and some of the lessons we learned along the way. So first off, Therapy Pines isn't a big hunting operation. This is a small mom and pop shop that really caters to your needs and gives you a one-on-one type of hunter experience. You don't get crowded out. You're the only hunters on the property at the time. It's a special hunt, and it gives you a good feel for what it would be like to live down there on your own property. A lot of fun and well worth the time. So the first night we had driven from Iowa down to Texas, and it was about an 11-hour drive, and we were able to get in around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and figured, hey, why not go out the first night and not miss out on a night of hunting. So we hadn't targeted in the guns after the trip, and as it turns out, I had been testing a new reload the previous time I had this gun out, and so my zero was off. At the time I hadn't thought much about that and just wanted to get out and get in the stand. Well, you'll see how that works out. Go ahead and we'll see it here. So on the second night, I hunted in Polly's stand, which is an elevated stand. It's a two-person tree stand, and about 12 to 15 feet up. The shot is close. It's about a 65, 70-yard shot. And I was hoping to use a muzzleloader that I'm getting sighted in for deer season coming up. And so I brought it out, as well as my standard thermal equipped AR-10 in a .243 caliber. And so this hunt, initially it started off really well. We had a wind directly from the north when I got into the tree, and the feeder is straight to my west. So I thought, hey, this is going to be great. In the past, every time I've sat in this tree, it seems like the wind always changes on me, and this turned out to be the exact same thing. So we sat during the daylight hours, and dusk came and dark came, and I wasn't able to use that muzzleloader. But the hogs did come in and gave me a pretty good show. I was trying to be patient and line up a couple. They just didn't look to be big hogs, and I figured if I can only get a small hog, why not try to get two? And so we'll see how that works out.
Okay, this is day 2, Tuesday. Last night, both Trombley and I had hogs shot, and both hogs escaped with minimal damage. So, tonight, we've got to make better shots. We spent all day on the range. Both guns were off a few inches, so hopefully that makes the difference, and we can get this done. I'm at Polly's stand. I'll be hunting with the muzzle loader during the day. It's a .50 caliber night. I'll be hunting with the AR-10 at night with a thermal scope. We've got about a 65, 70-yard shot here. The stand is to our west, and the wind is out of the north, so we're in good shape. I'll keep you apprised. Thanks. bad wind.
So on the third night was a hunt in Ted's stand, and I'd set up the camera hoping to get some daytime footage. And Ted's stand is also a two-person ladder stand. It is 15 feet up, and the shot is 100 yards to the feeder. The feeder is due west of the stand. This time we had a very favorable wind, and it was blowing straight out of the north. Had no real concerns of swirling or gusting to the west, and I found that's pretty common in Ted's stand. Ted's stand, I haven't had the wind turn on me too often for the worse. So I was able to get some good footage here at Ted's stand, and perhaps made a good shot. So the fourth night was Thursday, and basically these hogs had been hitting every single stand, and it was almost like clockwork. We had game cameras out at all the stands, and you could predict where these hogs were going to be. So it made it for a pretty short hunt each night, and also it gave you a lot of anticipation, because you knew, it's like, gosh, they've been showing up right at 8 or 8:30 or 9, and you start to get that those real anticipatory excitement jitters, and you go, this is going to be cool, this is going to be great, you know. And so I picked the Maverick 2 for this last hunt. This was the last night. Mainly, I'd been in it the first night. I'd let it sit for 3 days, and sure enough, on the feeder, or on the game camera at the feeder there, it was just clockwork. Every single night we had a sounder at 10 o'clock. Weren't seeing much before then, and then after 10 o'clock, they'd be coming in at midnight and at 3 a.m. And so I figured, gosh, even if that sounder at 10 o'clock doesn't come in, I'm going to be good for midnight. So the Maverick 2 stand is on about an 8-foot elevated platform. It's a stand that's easily hunted out with 2 people. It's covered with a 360 windows, and it's one we put up last year with some effort, and it's a great stand. It's one of my favorites, that location. I've shot a lot of big hogs in this area, and it's the site of my only multi-hog plus coyote stand in the past. It's been a really good one for me. So we'll see how this works out. It ends up being all I thought it would be and more. So that's it. It was a great hunt. We hunted 4 nights, Monday through Thursday nights. Saw hogs every night. Was more busy cleaning than I like to be, but sometimes you gotta bring home the bacon to meet the orders from the home. We had a neighbor that wanted a hog, and we needed some hog for the freezer. So it was a busy week of skinning and quartering. Had to buy another cooler, and the weather turned out great as well. We had 80s all week, 60s at night. It was very pleasant. No rain, stayed dry for us, and the only real hitch for the hunt was a four-wheeler needed a battery on the 4th day, so we had to go into town to purchase that, and had to repack the bearings on the trailer while we were down there. But other than that, very smooth hunt. I want to thank Ted and Polly at Therapy Pines for once again another wonderful week. I'll certainly be back and appreciate your hospitality.